Alright, what's up, y'all? I'm here to bring you what I believe are two truly fantastic opportunities in cryptocurrency. So in this video, I'm going to run through some technical analysis, talk about what I see happening with these two coins, both short-term and long-term. So if you like the sound of that, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. So guys, let's delve into this. I mentioned Band the other day. It's funny, it didn't get a lot of views. I'm gonna keep talking about Band because I truly think there's a huge opportunity here, and I really want to do right by you guys, and I'm gonna keep harping on it until people open their eyes and realize this. And I'll do so by doing this. We're gonna take a look at two charts right now. We're gonna take a look at Band, and we're gonna take a look at Chainlink. So for those of you who don't know, both Band Protocol and Chainlink are decentralized oracles. What they do is they make smart contracts smart. They bring outside data from outside a blockchain to within one. In order, if indeed cryptocurrency is to mature as an asset class, and smart chains and DeFi is to grow and mature, oracles are going to be needed. Oracles such as Chainlink, oracles possibly such as Band Protocol. So the way I like to describe Band is kind of the Pepsi to Chainlink's Coca-Cola, right? Chainlink is the leader in the space. It's the blue chip stock. But Band is also up there as well. And something extremely interesting about Band is it looks like an earlier version of Chainlink earlier in the cycle. If we take a look at Chainlink, we had a massive rally back in August and then a crash. And then we trended upwards and then a channel, had one final sell-off, and then broke out bullishly above the macro descending triangle. And Band looks extremely similar. We had the run-up in August, the crash, now we're moving upwards in the channel, and perhaps we could anticipate a crash or some kind of correction, and then maybe possibly at some point in the future, a bullish breakout out of this ascending triangle. Guys, this is the same chart. Look at this, guys. Up, down, up, sideways, crash. Oh, guys, it's the same chart as Chainlink. It's the same goddamn chart, guys. It's just earlier in the cycle. This is such a massive opportunity. So, a few things to understand. There's different ways we could approach either trading or investing in Band. We could either wait to see if we consolidate. I would personally take a dollar cost averaging approach, where I would start. I would personally want to start getting exposure to this asset slowly over time. So I'd buy a little bit now, a little bit later, a little bit the other day. Not telling you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is not financial advice, but that is the approach I would take, because it's we could break down. We could have a pullback, and perhaps it's likely, but it's not a guarantee. So I would want to start getting some exposure myself personally by buying a little bit now, a little bit more if we dip down, a little bit more if we dip down, and then perhaps, or you could even just wait for the breakout. So see, when Chainlink broke out, it kind of hovered around and retest the breakout point. So Band could do something very similar. You could even just wait to see if and when Band breaks out of this macro descending triangle, because I believe when Band breaks out of this macro descending triangle, I think it's likely to do something very similar to Chainlink, where it broke out at $15, then hit $26. I'm not saying Band's going to do the same thing, but could it make a very similar movement? I think it could. I think Band is an earlier version of Chainlink. The charts look extremely similar. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It's extremely similar. Okay, Band, massive opportunity. I'm going to keep harping on this. I'm going to help you guys whether you like it or not. So, moving on. I'm going to, the other cryptocurrency that I think is an amazing opportunity right now is Vechain. Why? Because Vechain is breaking down bearishly right now, which is a good thing for those who either haven't gotten in or want to buy some more. Because Vechain is a cryptocurrency that I think has an amazing long-term potential. Vechain, for those who don't know, aims to improve supply chains, tracking, and logistics through tracking on the blockchain. Vechain is by far the leader in its niche, already has massive partnerships with BMW, Walmart, China, and has growing partnerships all the time. Vechain is one of my largest long-term bag holds. I'm very confident about Vechain long-term, but then again, I'm just some asshole on the internet who likes to rant about lines, so what do I know? But a few very interesting things I'm noting here. On the 4-hour, we had a bullish crossover on the weighted MACD, bullish crossover on the stochastic RSI. The stochastic RSI, in my opinion, acts as a leading indicator on the regular RSI, and the weighted MACD acts as a leading indicator on the regular MACD. So the fact that we're starting to see these bullish crossovers on the larger time frames tells me there is a chance, a possibility that Vechain could be done correcting and could be ready for another leg up. There's also another chance that Vechain could break down for sure. If we break down below this red line here, it's funny, guys. I've had these lines drawn for days and weeks, and people are always like, oh, there's so many lines. But look, guys, these lines are valid. Vechain literally found support exactly from a support line I drawn from days and weeks ago. I'm telling you guys, this stuff's valid. You got to stay tuned to this channel. We know what we're talking about here. So, so we could even break down further. If this green line doesn't hold, we could test the lower extremity of this broadening channel here. And so maybe go for that another leg down and then the breakout. Ultimately, I think we're kind of forming a macro ascending triangle here. Very macro ascending triangle here. So whatever way we break out of this macro ascending triangle here, we're likely to trend in that direction quite some time. So whether you're looking to trade or invest, you could even wait out to see what way we break out of this more macro trend. If you want to be sure of direction more clearly, that's definitely an option. Just waiting out to see what way we break out of this macro trend. That's definitely an option as well. So those are some of the things to keep in mind, guys. Both these coins I mentioned, Band Protocol and Vechain, both I think have a very good chance of doing very well long term. I think this bull run is likely to end around the end of 2021. I think Bitcoin is likely to peak out around late September, early October, and the altcoins are likely to peak out roughly a month afterwards. For Band, I would not be the least bit surprised if at the peak of this bull run, it reached the low hundreds of dollars, $100 to $200 for Band. I think, in my opinion, it is very realistic. I think with a lot of these top altcoins, something like a 20x is realistic at this point, perhaps, in my opinion. Now, for Vechain, guys, Vechain's got a special place in my heart. Ultimately, guys, these bull runs, they're just sorry. Let me rephrase that. These guesstimations for the bull run, these price predictions for the bull run, it's all for fun, guys. These are just guesses. No one really knows for sure. What people can do, and what I try to do, is look back at the previous cycles, see where Bitcoin and Ethereum was in comparison to where they are now, like within the cycle, see how much they pump, see how much the altcoins pump, and so you can kind of like guesstimate based on the previous cycles how much the altcoins pumped. So you can kind of get a guess of what altcoins could do this cycle, but ultimately no one knows for sure. No one knows for sure. I'm saying 20x with a lot of these higher altcoins to kind of be conservative, be a little bit more realistic. But personally, for me, I think 50 cents to $1 for Vechain makes sense in my opinion. Again, that's just a guesstimate for fun. Nobody knows for sure how high these coins will go. But given that Vechain is by far its leader in its niche and serves a huge purpose and already has a bunch of partnerships, I am very bullish on the long-term potential for Vechain. So guys, those are my thoughts with these two coins. I think there's amazing opportunity with these two in the long term. In the short term, these markets are highly volatile. We could see large crashes, large corrections with these coins. Now, before I wrap up, I'm just going to run through some brief... Nah, actually not going to run through some technical analysis. This video is already getting too long. Ultimately, guys, what I will say to wrap up with Band here is we're in a short-term apex here. Whatever way we break out of this apex, we're likely to trend in that direction. So we could have a correction, or we could pump further. These are kind of resistance levels I've drawn here as well. Could be more of a macro ascending triangle and the most macro descending triangle. And kind of this purple box is my accumulation region. I've based this off exponential moving averages and where volume starts to pick up. $8 to $5.30 is kind of the accumulation range for myself with Band Protocol. But look, guys, I've given you all I can, all my thoughts. Only you can decide what's best for yourself, when to accumulate, when to sell, what your trading and investing strategy and plan is. My hope in making these videos is that you take what I say as a data point and you do more research on it, and hopefully you grow and develop your own trading strategies and your own plans and all that good stuff. Make sure you stay tuned to this channel. Check out our Discord. Link for that will be down in the description below. I honestly feel it's very helpful for a lot of people looking to learn about technical analysis, trading, and investing. We have a lot of technical analysis resources in our resources section in our Discord. So a link for that will be down in the description below. That's it for now, everyone. Take care.